That's all right.
No. Like, can you bring the stand down?
Yeah.
No, we're good.
That works better now. We had a lot of heads.
Yeah.
As we've already noted, my head doesn't take this much space.
I'm glad you left it.
Ginormous.
I've been wearing this.
You could go for a third.
That would be too like
This
steady.
is a lot. This is.
How's my phone?
You gotta repost the stuff on Facebook. All right, everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, so. Yeah, but then how do we?
Transition out of
Okay. Figure it out.
The material contained in this broadcast does not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of KSBC, the station's licensees, the Pomona College administration, or anyone else involved.
The material contained in this program may be unsuitable for young listeners. KSBC is permitted to air decent programming to the hours from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on KSBC Radio. Listener discretion.
Good evening, Radio Land. This is KSBC 88.7 FM, Claremont. This is Monday Night Live, April 13th, 2015. Welcome to the program.
Welcome. Monday Night Live is 10 p.m. Don't be late. Make sure you bring your friends. We got Matthew Abrams. It's his birthday today. We want to shout out to him. Say happy birthday! Happy birthday, Matt.
First ever birthday video I've gotten in a rap.
There you go.
And it's one of my favorite tracks.
There you go.
I had a feeling you were being selfish with the music choice today, so
Yeah.
definitely want to compliment
That's
you
totally
on your
fair today.
endeavors. Yeah.
I don't think it's selfish on your birthday.
Yeah, I
No,
think it's
you can do
selfish. I
whatever
don't
you
think
want.
No.
it's good selfish and it's bad selfish, but it's still selfish.
I think everybody's like definition or understanding of selfishness changes when you're considering that it's someone's birthday.
I think that's true. And I'm
Look,
not
here's some
like everyone
examples.
else.
Here's some examples. It's like normally everybody's talking about maybe we're going out to dinner. Where should we go to dinner?
Right.
And one person just like demands to go to like their favorite
The one
sushi
place,
place.
right,
Everyone
right.
would be like, that's selfish. If it's that person's birthday and they demand to go to that sushi place, everyone's like, it's your birthday.
Absolutely.
Exactly. They
I'm
won't.
glad to make you happy.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're agreeing to their selfishness. It's not, therefore, not selfish.
No. You're not agreeing to their selfishness. You're
You're
understanding that.
compliant. You're being super compliant.
Enable.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have such a negative view of birthdays.
No, I disagree. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I don't think it's negative to be
Damn up on you.
selfish. I think that's your view. I think it's fine to be selfish, just that it's being selfish.
Kind of
You know?
Then
Yeah, you know. like-
more or less live every day
Because-
like it's your birthday. Just don't say it's your birthday, unless it's actually your birthday.
No. I'm not as one-dimensional as you. I'm kind of more focused on the fact that if you have something that you want to do for yourself, no matter what the like societal just holiday or made upness is, it's really selfish. It's fine. You
there's
know,
just now a space.
just like
for
if I
you to do
if I murder somebody in self-defense, like I still kill them.
Whoa. That's taking this like ethics dilemma to a different level.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
just read
true.
the news every day.
Yeah, but it's also in the news. It's probably somebody's birthday, but they don't report on that.
They
So
don't
maybe
talk
you're just
about-
not paying attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I was talking about both.
I think you can't talk about one without talking about the
Yeah,
other.
You
That's
can't
true.
talk about choosing a restaurant to go to on your birthday without talking about homicide.
Yeah. That's
Wait.
true.
That proves the point, though. You've been living every day like it's your birthday. It's just today we acknowledge that it's your birthday, and now we all think you're selfish. Is that what's happening?
No, we thought it was okay, but I was just making it clear that it's still selfish.
I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have known. Exactly. So, speaking of being
Context.
selfish, Matt, what do you want to do on your birthday? Like, what's your birthday plan?
Stop talking about it. Nice.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Trying to practice.
This
It's
is
all day.
nice.
Sounds like you're gonna need a paycheck. Get home safely. The truth.
True.
You know, most car accidents, or like most, happen about 2
Happen
blocks
in
away from your
Your
home.
local radio station.
On your
Yeah.
birthday,
Statistically,
especially.
this is true.
You're just really bringing it down.
Turn down for that last missed turn.
Man, everything just keeps coming back to people dying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set the mood, man. You know, a happy birthday, a day of birth was just a day of death, you know.
Mm.
Wow.
Don't drive home! Walk home, man!
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in the meantime, we should say that if you do want to call in,
You should call in
you should
to
call in to
909 626
KSPC.
KSPC
or
or
909
626.
5772.
5772.
I honestly didn't know the last four digits, so I'm glad
It's okay.
we did the split there.
It's fine. You haven't.
So this whole time,
Yeah.
this whole time, I've been taking the heat for not knowing the phone number, and you haven't known it either.
Yeah, well, I've never claimed to. I've never taken that role except for right now.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear what our caller on the line has to say.
Hey, yeah, I'm just calling. I want to get your takes on the Los Angeles Angels lineup. What do you guys think?
The Los Angeles Angels lineup.
All right, so what sport is that we're talking about?
I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. Love the program.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
David.
Thanks
Really
for calling
appreciate
in.
it. We really appreciate that you
And,
listen.
I don't know. I look at the Angels lineup. I like it. I like the lineup. I like the pitching. But I don't know. You think they can go all the way?
I think so. Romario has been doing good. He's been knocking things out the park for the past week now. After spring training, Cruz has been like on fire. We got Smith. Smith has been RBIing out of the park, you know, and bullpen is stacked. Bullpen is super stacked. We got a couple heavy hitters in the back row, and then we got a rotation in the lineup that's just unstoppable. So I think the Diamondbacks are really gonna take it.
We talk about the Angels here.
Angels gotta where the wings meet. That's what I meant. Like the Diamondback and the Angels.
I mean, I look at that Paul. You know the Paul?
That cannot be a real name.
Wasn't
Paul?
he? Yeah, he was
He Portuguese?
Are you calling on the show to prank us, sir?
Oh, I remember. I know him. Yeah.
No,
he's
I'm
a
just
really-
kidding. I might be.
Yeah.
No, okay, Matt. You know a little bit of baseball.
Yeah, Davis. I forgot about Davis.
Well, is it Davis or David?
David.
Michael.
He's David.
Dave.
Oh.
Dave.
David Paparnelli.
David Paparnelli. Look, I want to apologize. That little bit you heard about the Angels lineup this year was a bit of what we call comedy on the show, which means it was completely made up. Joseph doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, as long as you love it, as long as you know what we're giving you. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I was a great skit back in the 70s on SNL. And
Snow.
It reminds me a lot of what you guys are doing. So I just want to say, keep up the good work. I'm a big fan of the program, and I listen to you all the time.
Oh, thanks so much.
Well, that's, you know what? Keep listening. Keep watching those Angels.
Thank you, Mr. Papanelli. I was inspiring.
I'm sorry that we're so bad at sports.
Speak for yourself.
You know, I gotta go, but
Yeah.
I keep listening and great job on the broadcast.
Thanks
Oh,
so
man,
much. Have a
thank
good
you.
night, David.
Happy birthday, Mr. Papadelli.
Thank you.
All right, cheers. Well, there you have it, Angels fans. We've got a killer lineup coming up this year.
Bullpen
That was
stack.
very
should-
convincing.
if we're gonna be
I
fair
thought
to
you
our-
were
if-
going in a
Are you
real way. I
serious?
really did.
Then
Yeah.
you're just as racist as he is.
Wait,
Romero,
there was a Smith in there.
Cruz,
Excuse me.
Smith.
Excuse
I put a
me.
Smith on purpose. That could be black or white.
That was silly. That was silly and disrespectful to the great game of American
of
baseball.
American Dominican baseball.
Baseball. Good word.
In 1990?
19.
And if I could say, no, I was just going to say something about the Angels in this season. I think Mike Trout still has a fat head. Go Dodgers. Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
So the day I die and bleed Dodger blue all over the pavement.
I was born a Mets fan. I got converted to a Red Sox, and then now I'm a Yankee fan.
No,
Right?
you just got the
Yeah,
three
it doesn't.
least probable teams anyone could legitimately be a fan of.
I mean, that was just me talking about going from home to school back to. I went to
That's
boarding
it.
school.
But
in
why
Massachusetts.
Mets to Yankees?
Because it was like the hipster thing to be a Mets fan.
I'll deal with that. I'll deal with it.
I really hope that someone's not upset
Okay.
about what I said about
In-
Mike Trout.
In
It's really
second
just Joseph
grade,
being a
in
Mets
second
fan.
grade, I was a Mets fan, and then I went off to boarding school. I had to be a Red Sox fan for my safety,
Really,
and then I became a Yankees fan when I came
For
back.
my safety.
Yeah,
No, that's really true though.
I lived in
That's
is
really Boston fans. They have a reputation too. Because when I went to a Dodgers game once with my friend who was a huge Boston fan, he wore like a Boston hoodie, and like these guys were like really upset. They were just like,
Wow.
get out of town, man.
Yeah, they
Here,
beat
leave
up,
my present.
beat up Yankees and black people. No
I was
bar.
Between Mets and Yankees, this was always the metaphor in my elementary school. It was like the Mets are Pepsi and the Yankees are Coke. Like you're always gonna Coke is better. You're gonna drink Coke if it's available.
But you'll
You know
settle
what I mean?
for Pepsi.
They're all owned
You know.
by somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. Worthington.
Hey Worthington,
Yeah,
how's it going?
how's it going?
Pretty good, thanks. What's up?
I was talking about it sounds pretty cool, interesting. But about that selfish thing, I was wondering, is it selfish to not want to have oral sex with your girlfriend?
All right, Worthington is gone. We appreciate the sentiment, but we're not allowed to talk about it. So, sorry, Worthington. We'd love to have you.
I was a little selfish, Worthington.
Right?
It's okay though. We all learned one really important lesson just now.
You can't just pick up the phone apparently nowadays.
No,
You
just keep it moving.
We need a screen.
We need a
Uh,
screen. Well,
we
okay.
we need a screen line here.
What we need is the exact mechanism we have in place to handle the situation, which arguably went fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd say
let's-
evidently.
I guess I have to start arguing with you for it to be fun.
Well, let's just go ahead and get into and say 966 KSPC. That's 966-572. We are not especially judgmental. We are happy if you want to come on and talk about the Angels or about whatever, but people see regulations, clean, no scaring, and no
Profane sentiment.
Nothing, yeah, nothing that you've done that on here.
And it's,
That's subjective.
I was
There's
gonna
some
if you
crazy
got a-
grandmas.
you got a loose grandma.
You know.
Pretend that the values are of a strict Southern Baptist grandma,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just set the standard.
That's fair.
but
Yeah.
not Key and Peele.
But also just know that know that it's not us. Honestly, we would love
It's
to
my
do
friends.
everything and anything we could on this show,
Yeah,
but hands are tied.
Podcast, kind of internet broadcast.
Well,
And look at that broadcast. It's not allowed.
so actually, Monday Night Live
FCC.
becomes Monday Night Late Night Live.
Monday late night live.
Monday Late Night Live.
Monday live night late.
Yes. Monday Late Live nights. after 11 p.m. on our YouTube broadcast, happening at tinyurl.com/KSPC Live 3. Yeah, that's a third installment of it. tinyurl.com/KSPC Live 3. And you can look at our faces and our new hairstyles this week. That's pretty much the agenda for the show. Nice talking to everyone. So,
But yeah, that's right. If you listen to that correctly, you will be potentially watching radio happen live on the internet because it's 2015
Yeah.
and we can do that.
yeah, because back in the day, they would just imagine and get really scared when the news was not what they expected.
Like War of the Worlds. The
Exactly.
reason that thing worked is because people couldn't see that it was all a lie. Like, if you couldn't watch my face right now, you wouldn't be able to tell that, like, Morgan Freeman was not in the room if I did my Morgan Freeman
Let's
impression.
hear it.
Well, hold on. I got to go check on something in the other room. Hold on. I'll be
Okay,
right back.
okay.
I'll see you,
I'll
Wes.
see you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Well, let's,
So-
I'm just going to say we are also going to see the back building.
Oh.
Yeah. We're confused about buildings up to us. But you can also say anything more so it's Neutron.com, which is KSPC, or go to KSPC.org.
Excuse me. Am I in the right place?
Well,
Hello. Is this Monday Night Live? I was sent here by God to come speak
That's
to you
actually
about
really good.
how good this radio program is. And that one DJ you have, what's it, Khaleesi? Adele Nazim. He is my favorite. I have seen him grow from just a young little radio DJ to brilliant mastermind that he is. So I will bid you all adieu, for I have earned my freckle tonight.
That was really, really good.
he just vanished in a puff of smoke.
Oh, hey guys. I couldn't
You
find
just said
Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman was
Yeah.
You
here.
missed it.
What?
Like by a second.
Oh man.
He said you were his
He
favorite.
said I was his
He
favorite?
said that.
Yeah, he said
you named me by
Khaleesi was his
name.
favorite.
He meant Adele Nazim. He gets
He
that
did,
wrong all
he
the time.
did. Well, you know.
Yeah, he did.
He's
Yeah,
old
understand.
now.
Yeah, Freudian slip. Yeah. Man,
Well-
he's great, isn't he?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
He was really great.
Did he wish Matt a happy birthday?
No, I think
What?
he didn't
That,
know.
okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find him.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Why would
We told
he
him.
know?
Matt, you
It's
thought I
like a
forgot
G?
about you. Yeah. But I came back because I am the all-knowing Morgan Freeman, and I totally knew that it was your birthday. That's the real reason I'm here today. It's to wish you a happy birthday, and most importantly, to give you a much more unique birthday greeting than a silly rap song. I don't know who would do that. That does not make sense. So farewell again. It was good to see you on your birthday. See you in the next one.
Ding! Why does he always
Oh my
disappear
God,
in a puff of
I
smoke?
missed him again.
He's
Must
just
have
a
got-
human.
Don't you
Yeah.
smell his smoke residue?
Oh, it smells like Morgan Freeman.
What
Did he come back?
Yeah, he did.
Please. Please, anyone call in at 909-66-KSPC. That's 909-66-5772. Tell us what Morgan Freeman smells like. Morgan Freeman smells clean.
Important. Yeah, probably
Baby
very.
bottoms and Florida beach sand.
It smells like purity.
And like a
and
nice red wine or something.
The feeling you get when you eat a warm muffin.
I think that
Oh, guys.
hymnals. What are you talking about? Yeah,
Morgan
what-
Freeman
Oh,
smell.
what do you smell like? Oh, yeah,
Like a
definitely.
hymnal book.
Yeah. No, like the sound of a hymnal.
Like the pages of your favorite grandmother's hymnal.
No, he smells like the sound of a full-blown gospel choir and
A lot of sweat.
sweater.
A lot of sweat. Do we have a caller, Matt?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
And
I want to give you guys an opinion on something.
Mr. Papa
Okay.
Belly.
I love the program. I love you guys.
We love you too.
Love you too.
I just wonder, what do you think about Hillary Clinton 2016?
Wow.
I am #ready.
Oh boy. Really?
Yeah.
So excited.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk. You know,
Yeah.
David, before we'll have some time probably to go into this because quite honestly, we meant to dedicate the entire show to Hillary Clinton, but it's Matt's birthday, so we had to acknowledge that. But let's get your take first. What's your take on Hillary Clinton? Tell us where you stand on her issues, what you think about her campaign videos, if you've seen them. What do you got? What do you know? What do you feel?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a politician, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to keep being real with us, you know?
Mm-hmm. What do you think she's lying about the most?
Oh man. You know, I'm not an expert.
Do you think-
I
do you think-
don't know what to talk about.
do you
know,
think-
I like what's his name? Ralph Nader.
Ralph Nader, is he running?
Is that
He has not announced.
Ralph Nader might have announced, we maybe didn't notice.
is there an independent candidate slot this year?
Every
Every
year.
year. Yeah.
Okay.
But what do you really think though, David? David, do you honestly think that your vote means anything if you don't vote for a major party candidate? This is not my opinion. I'm just asking this because some people out there ask that question. You know.
I don't know. I'm just a caller. I'm just asking questions. I just want to know what you guys think about Hillary Clinton. You can put me on the spot.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for the question. Let's talk about it at length.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm
Isabel,
gonna hang up, but I'll listen to the broadcast.
Okay,
thanks
cool.
for the suggestion.
Let me just remind both David and that you're not allowed. I know it's a podcast rule, but since we are a non-commercial, non-affiliated station, we as hosts are not allowed to endorse or unendorse any candidate of the office. So we can talk about Hillary Clinton, but we can't say that we're going to vote for her. We can't say that we're going to vote against her. We can't say that like not going to deal or whatever.
Because I don't vote.
Because at the end of the day, your votes don't really matter. So I think rather than talking about any candidates, let's talk about the incredibly corrupt system in which they
Let's
exist.
talk about the Electoral College because that is a magic black box if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no.
Let's
Let's not talk. Let's not talk about the Electoral
I
College.
go on Wikipedia
Let's-
at least
wait.
once a month.
I feel like we
to
gotta-
Electoral College.
We got to do David some justice and figure out some way to say a thing regarding Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
But here's the challenge.
My Hillary campaign tattoo is Brian.
Here's the challenge. Everybody's gonna come up with one sentence that includes the concept, the name, Hillary Clinton, but it can't have anything to do with politics.
Mm.
All right, so it's all
Okay.
brainstorm for a second. And
Okay.
David, and this,
I already have mine.
it's like a puzzle, David. You're gonna have to figure out what our true intentions are behind the statements. Okay, Isabel, what's your Hillary Clinton sentence?
My Hillary Clinton sentence is Hillary Clinton identifies as a woman.
Wow, that was good. That was very, FCC is applauding that one.
Thank you.
All right. Gonna deliver mine in the form of haiku.
Please.
Hillary Clinton.
5.
Feeble, foible, fumble, whoa.
7.
Hillary Clinton.
Wow.
Hillary Clinton is the Garrett Anderson of the Democratic president.
If I had to pick one person to dance around in a policy debate, it would be Hillary Clinton.
Like a policy debate ball.
Yeah, just kind of like you're having a policy debate, and it's like that part of the debate where everybody has to dance.
Mm.
I would dance around her.
Does that
No, see, that was just a bad play on words in terms of like dancing around,
right?
talking
Yeah,
about it.
that's what I gleaned.
Yeah. Listen, David, if you want to get some real political stuff, you should really check out our live stream post 11 p.m. because that's when the microphones are off and so are the pants, if you know what I'm saying.
So we only have to go to live chat on SpeedCon, so we'll let you in there. For kids, it's not already the last day.
Okay.
We'll call us up, 916-666-996-566.
It's hard to talk politics on the radio.
Yeah. I would say I'm excited for this next election season simply because I'm just more aware. like at an age where
Yeah.
my responsibility has met my capability, and I can be a very informed voter, and that's exciting.
That's really, that's great.
Just to spin things around, we got a little feed from the Spinatron. User Bell wanted to add around 10:22, so 5 minutes ago. Morgan Freeman smells like a cup of heaven.
Ooh,
Has a really nice
Yeah.
sentiment.
Absolutely. Makes
Also-
it like Earl Grey.
Bell's given us a suggestion for our after show,
Okay.
Monday Night Live, After Dark. What do you think?
Oh, as
Kinda
a title?
Monday Night
I like
Live
that a lot.
After Dark.
Oh wait, they just said Monday
Oh.
Live After Dark, not Monday Night Live. Monday Live After Dark. That doesn't make any sense, Bell. Monday Live.
Monday Live.
It does.
It's
it
still
makes
Monday
sense.
night.
Yeah.
But
Why
I
would you
think
drop the night?
because it's redundant. I think. So they were trying to say it's later
Monday
than
Night
the
Live.
night. After
Uncensored.
See, this is giving me German flashbacks. I got like
What?
3 ways to say nighttime. It's like Abend, which is like the dinner time, and then you have Nacht, which is night, and then Nachmittag, which is like midnight,
Midnight.
like deep
Deep
night.
night, yeah.
Like 4 Nachmittag, which is like I don't know. It's probably like
And then you got,
yeah, I don't know.
you got the Zuka Nacht, which is Suge Knight.
No.
That's the best joke in German about Suge Knight that has ever been made.
Das war Hanke Ei. Yeah, I mix German and Chinese all
Wow.
the time, and a little Spanish just falls in there. That's what happens when you don't complete any languages. Okay.
We've got a little topic suggestion from Cervantes on the playlist chat on Spinatron asking, well, just saying, foreign music, what's your favorite? Why? No question marks, none of
Or
that.
music.
Amsterdam Trap.
He said definitively, without question mark. Amsterdam Trap?
Yes. I love most things that come out of the Netherlands. Besides the post world working. But, yeah, I'm like, because the Netherlands is so. I was gonna say they're so black friendly, and I like flashback. I was like, why?
They don't have
Because well, because they just took them. But yeah, definitely some European house. Definitely like to listen to stuff that falls out of Berlin. Super heavy on the SoundCloud, but not too EDM-y. That's a little strenuous for my wonderful ears.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think I have like a more, this is like a specific weird genre, but I love British people who sing soul, like contemporary soul. So, and like sometimes they'll mix like, it'll be like a soul / alternative mixture. Like,
So like British Beyonce cover.
no covers. Yeah. But like less well-known like versions of Adele and Amy Winehouse. And like male versions
Word,
too.
word.
You know what I mean?
Sam Smith. You like Sam Smith. Okay,
Sounds
now
like-
when Cervantes asked us like foreign music, you said like stuff you find on SoundCloud,
Yeah.
and Isabel said Sam
Sam
Smith, and I'm over here thinking like Balinese gamelan.
I was in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the alternate answers.
They're all foreign. What you trying to be extra exotic?
No. I just think there's like
Yeah, like
a
what you're
Western,
putting your own definition of foreign.
Western civilization. Yeah. I'm thinking on like that Samuel Huntington level. You know who he was? He was just terrible human. He's not a politician, so it doesn't matter what I say, right?
Please inform us right now.
Okay, No, this is just
Stating facts.
this is subjective fact.
Can we
So-
slander dead people?
Francis Fukuyama was a political scientist.
Can we slander dead people? Call in, please.
Like able? Is it legal? Is that a better question?
I heard Dead People Slander was a great show at
That's
Coachella. Yeah. law, pre-law, but that does not mean if you're a promoter of sophomore politics, maybe we want your opinion on this. Just to be
Born! You have
Some
been called
people-
out.
No, ooh, please. I learned how to keep my mouth shut because the first
No,
politics
not
class.
you. I'm saying just generally all
Oh,
of those listeners out there.
it's generally
Yeah.
you. You were looking
Yeah,
right
you
at
were
me
the
and saying
caller.
you, so
You were
I.
the caller.
Oh boy, good boy.
Past version of yourself.
Samuel Huntington wrote an essay called "The Clash of Civilizations," which said that after the fall of communism, like democracy and liberal capitalism, like didn't have any equivalent, any like opponent. So the world was then going to be divided into civilization, and his civilization was like the West, Asia, so, and then he just like put all of Africa into like one thing, and yeah. And a lot of people criticize this article. They're like, this is very misguided and not a super informed theory. And it was so controversial. He's like, I can make a ton of money off of this. So then he wrote a book explaining the idea even further. And then he was also like an advisor during like the Bush years and Reagan and stuff. And like a lot of people consult with him for foreign policy stuff. So basically, the war on terror is an extension of his theories and his influence in U.S. politics. Just really, really depressing. So when we were talking about foreign music, I just naturally fell into his framework because I clearly obsess about him all the time.
You sound like one of those sophomore promoted politics.
Oh, but I'm a senior. I paid my dues.
You can do it now. It's fine.
A couple of CDs that I told for the next hour and see the Mekons here are from England and
So that with
Cool.
Western music world,
Also, listener, if you have a favorite,
they've said,
foreign-
Cervantes says, sure, why not? I asked the question, does Amsterdam House count? I think that's kind of a whack answer. And then Cervantes responded, sure, why not? I like female Japanese rappers.
Cool.
So I don't know if I'm just like projecting sarcasm into that. Maybe I'm just resenting Joseph a lot tonight. Who knows? But also,
Wow.
female and gym.
female Japanese rappers, like I should listen. That sounds like
Yeah, that sounds
interesting.
great.
Learn something every night.
It's like, is that your cousin or something?
She's Australian.
Ah!
She's whatever she want to be, apparently.
Oh. Africa.
Is that what the last word is?
Oh my! Did you just see that? Iggy
No,
Azalea
I
was
saw
just
the
in the
rat.
studio. We just walked by her. Joseph and I didn't see her at all. We left the room for
She left the trailer.
Hi, you've reached.
Yeah, that video is cold. Pure cold.
Yeah.
Trying to think hard about my foreign music. Like Sigur Rós. That's it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I know who you're
Strangely
talking about.
enough, Carla Bruni, wife of former president of France, Nicolas Sarkozy, has a sweet album out.
Really?
Well, it was like before
Showing
she
that Yoko?
was the first lady, or whatever you call it. But yeah, she has, it's kind of like soft French jazz.
I think in France the term is just first of many ladies.
Oh, got him. Oh yeah, we ran into each other.
Wait, which taco place?
Patiscos, shout out. If anybody loves tacos, they're delicious.
Wait, Patiscos is a taco place in the village.
In the village.
Where? What streets?
It's next to Jack's Bicycle Center, kind of like across from the train.
Oh, I never
Stops.
go down to that stretch.
It's new and
KSPC days, part of the next week.
I know what I'm doing with the rest of my senior year. Hanging out outside of Jack's bicycles with taco grease running down my forearms.
That was a pretty
Yeah, that was like, you're like really
non-endorsement.
poetic tonight.
taco grease running down my arms. Ew,
I have forearms.
forearms. So at first, I thought you just said I have forearms. I'm like,
No.
no, you don't. I don't care what kind of hypothetical this is. You don't have forearms.
Oh, you seem so bitter.
No, I'm just. I have a
Those
lot.
two big old pigtails on top of your head. They'd be
You
tight.
can't ruin it for the listeners.
They should be watching.
They should.
Okay.
If they can.
If you want to, listeners, if you want to see my new hairstyle and tell me it looks good,
It's on the
check out
website.
tinyurl.com/KSBC Live 3.
Okay.
tinyurl.com/KSBC Live 3.
And live chat, you can find KSPC.org under last played. Cervantes was recommended us to get correct. What I would like to say is not, and we get that corrected. And Daoko, DAOKO.
Cool.
Wait.
Daoko.
That doesn't count as an endorsement of these artists, right? Can we do that? We can't endorse artists.
No,
We're just saying.
names that listener recommended.
Oh boy.
It's cool. Loopholes.
What did I sign up for here?
It's not- it's a podcast instead. Swear all day long.
But if I just did a
Yeah.
podcast, I'd have like 2 listeners instead of 9. Just kidding. No, I honestly, I don't know how many people are listening. Every
Yeah,
time we've done this,
I
it
never-
freaks me out a little bit.
No, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Also, Full Crate. Full Crate is from the Netherlands. He's a DJ, producer. He does amazing remixes with Beyonce songs. So definitely a person to check out. FEL Crate.
Crate?
Yeah.
Full
Like
crate.
a
Like a full crate
Crate.
of milk.
or record.
Or,
Full crate of milk.
or yeah.
Or
records.
Matt saw that coming. Matt was like, "Here we go, here we go." Oh yeah, she said milk.
What about
You guys.
a Socrates of philosophy?
Oh, yes.
Socrates, my boy.
That's
Socrates.
I thought you were trying to combine Sophocles and Socrates.
No. Oh no. Just like
That would have been cool.
what do
Guys, I have a suggested topic.
yeah.
So before, when we were talking about, when we got on to Morgan Freeman, well, not, but we were talking about, we led into that because we were talking about kind of screen time limiting imagination in a way, right?
Yeah.
So I
And we're
actually
talking
was,
about World of the War.
so I've been like thinking about this theory that I have, and I'm like writing this thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where when I was a kid, I had like really limited screen time. We talked about this.
Right,
we were
right.
like only half an hour, and I would have to fill the day with like hours of entertaining myself. So I kind of like discovered these 2 imaginary friends that I would chill with all the time, do everything together, talk all the time, and like a lot of my friends did, my brother did, both my parents had imaginary friends, and then my little sister now, who's 3 and 3/4, excuse me, it's important. And like none of her friends have imaginary friends. And then I was like reading a study that said that screen time, like a lot of screen time encourages kids to kind of reenact scenarios rather than make them up themselves. They just kind of replay like what they know.
Yeah, that's so true.
They're
When
like,
I used to work at summer
"Oh,
camp, they'd like
I'm
play
an
out
Angry
TV
Bird."
shows.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
play out their parents' iPhone games.
and then Lucy and I like recently like played Frozen, and we're just Anna and Elsa.
Oh
It was
no.
wild.
No,
So I've been
no,
thinking
no,
about
no,
that a
no.
lot. Like, did you guys have imaginary friends?
I didn't have an imaginary friend. Well, I feel like I have a lot of them now.
I just talk to stuff. I still do that. Sometimes if I don't know, I'll accidentally stub my toe on something, but I know that was because I wasn't paying attention. I'll apologize to my toe and the thing that I could.
Oh,
Well, that's exactly.
that's nice though.
But no, it's just it started from like think like I talked to dogs. Like I never had
Like
a
your
pet.
like teddy bears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a blanket. I never had like an imaginary friend. So I had a sister. So
Mm,
I was like always surrounded by a few. I was just when like I couldn't. I wouldn't have an imaginary friend because my mother would be like, "What are you doing?" You know. So it was more so. It was just like I spoke to things and I could like just things whatever I
Word
wanted
alive.
to come to life.
Yeah, that was
comes
what
to
my
life.
brother was
Yeah.
more like talking and stuff.
Yeah. I was like, these Legos are live right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like these shoes on the floor in Macy, all alive.
Whoa.
Because guess what? That's all I got.
In this moment.
You know, I gotta
Yeah.
sit here. I can't move and like play around with my imaginary friend. There's no seat next to me open for my imaginary friend. Like I'm holding my mother's purse, and there's a bunch of other kids and mothers sitting next to me. There's no like space for imaginary friendship. It's a little clustered in
That's
Sears
fair.
and Macy's. So you just kind of like
Just gonna talk to some shoes.
some stuff.
Some stuff. Look at all this stuff.
Like things have feelings. I'm like, oh, why'd you drop that shoe? That hurt.
Oh, it's so adorable.
Yeah.
You know.
I just had this one stuffed animal. It was awesome because it was like this 3 foot long stuffed dolphin. And
That's really large.
Oh,
yeah.
you were like riding it all the time.
we were just like hanging out, and I would like set up scenarios like in the living room. It's like put a blanket like over the couch, and then like spills down on the floor, and then that's like a wave, and then you're like in the ocean.
I thought you were trying to slide
So
down.
sick.
Yeah, we didn't have Neopets. We didn't have Spotify and Netflix.
No.
You know, I was
And
born
$10.
before Tamagotchi.
Totally had a Tamagotchi though.
You know, let me tune in here about these kids' issues. No, like Bill
Oh,
Cosby's
whoa.
nowhere near
No,
as good.
it's not
as
welcome
Morgan Freeman,
here.
but it's 100% more problematic.
Matt, did you have imaginary friends?
I didn't.
My theory is that debunked. I was just weird. Yeah.
Later, I read a story by a about giving things names and stuff. And after I read that story, I guess I, sort of started giving things names and stuff. But always in this sort of self-conscious, like, oh, I should really like the story because I really
Yeah.
like the story was kind of neat, as opposed to I was actually like. It was all very literary and pretentious for just how I got to be the way I am.
But I think that's, I was just talking to someone about, they're taking this, it's a philosophy class, and one of the texts that they're reading is called Art as Therapy. And they were sharing with me this one passage from the reading about how, like, interacting with art in some way and feeling, it was envy and admiration, like two qualities. Like, they're both coming from the same place of sort of a desire to, like, change ourselves, or a desire to be better, or something we dislike about ourselves. We like, that's where envy comes in, more or less. But the admiration, like when you admire something in art or admire something in what you're engaging in creatively, then you can like adopt those personality traits. So it's all about like picking the right ones. And I think in your case, like that sounds like a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Respect your
definitely.
property, respect other people's property, like just by doing a simple thing that you read in a book. That's, I don't know. So you change
You've
lives.
been doing it your whole life.
Maybe you didn't think of it right away. You gotta like get it from somewhere else. Nobody's born with all the answers.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have the answers.
You didn't have the answers.
Receipts.
What?
Gift receipts. I was always in charge of gift receipts.
It all comes back to Macy's.
It all comes back
It all
to Macy's
comes
and
back
Mom. I've
every
spent,
time.
Macy's should hire me. Most retail stores should hire me. I've clocked so many child hours.
Child hours.
Child hours in Old Navy, like racks of clothes.
Oh, I love going in the dance circle.
Pants.
Pants circle.
Ah, that was the best.
Yep. I used to, I got inspired by these kids I saw once. They were like pretending to be mannequins. So I did it too one time. And I was like pretending to like hold this like lady mannequin's hand. I was like tiny kid.
That's so cute.
And I lasted until like one person came, freaked out a little bit. I'm like, oh no, this is bad. Like this, because they had such a negative reaction, and I was so young. I didn't. Now I would have thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what I was going for. I wanted to terrify you. I wanted to completely shatter your normal mundane experience of shopping at Macy's. Not a comment on the brand or the corporation. It's just what malls are like.
Well, this is
Malls.
interesting. I don't shop that much anymore. I guess
In
it's
stores?
I guess it's a
Do it online?
like thing. Yeah, but not even online as much anymore. It used to be Jack Fred's, Freakazoid, and that kind of disappeared. It was just like I think senior year and the end of college is forcing me to just come to
Nah. I
terms
think
with stuff.
nah, your closet's just too full.
Nah, man, I got a closet at home, so so I know there's space, but it's just
That's interesting.
just slow down. I don't know. Is anyone else feeling that?
Unless you know where you're going exactly where you're going. It
You
doesn't
don't.
make sense to load up on a bunch of places.
Yeah.
Soon enough, you'll be shopping a lot in the future, like the near future. You'll be shopping a lot to like fill in all the spaces left by all the individuals around you who are leaving
I was gonna
your
say,
presence. You'll never see them again, so you'll buy clothes.
Does that mean that like I'm not like shopping for life right now? Am I like
Yeah.
taking
This is the
Wow.
most you're living right now. So
the
far.
most? I
So
thought this would be the least.
least.
Yeah, if I'm not shopping, I'm not trying to add any new things to my life. I'm like slowing down. I know things are about to change.
No, that just means other.
No, I went to like a whole meta. I went to a whole
So did
meta.
Matt. You got.
Matt, Matt was talking about buying stuff off of the interwebs, www.
Right. No, but the other things in life that would fulfill a person, i.e., friendship, i.e., intellectual stimulation, i.e., good food, readily available.
The internet.
Right. But all these things are like feeding your life right now. In the future, things get duller because you're not like in this vibrant, crazy college community. So then you have more time to think about fulfilling your life in other ways, like shopping online.
So you think your parents have a dull life?
No, they keep it interesting. Anybody can keep it interesting. You can find
Yeah,
other ways to sell it. It
generally-
doesn't have to be
generally
online
settles
shopping.
in for the most part.
Generally, things just get
You know.
dull.
What?
Or
No,
just
that's not what
more
I'm saying. That's
routine, you know. But-
I'm allowed to say it's my birthday.
I was waiting for it.
You guys are all super people and you've got a lot of things to go through. You are not like moving into the final. You're not moving like from phase A to phase Z. Like
Thank you so much.
like phase. You will go through phases of buying stuff and selling stuff, buying
Sure.
more stuff, and way being excited about collections and being sick and spend all this money on whatever.
college.
And that's just the life, the physical stuff. Like, got a waste of it. Don't sweat too much.
Will you give me an AC?
So,
Will you give me an air conditioner?
I don't know.
Right now,
He said,
You
"Don't
got it?
sweat too much. It's hot.
Oh boy.
yeah.
That costs money."
Wait.
But
I
do
think
you
we
feel
no,
like
we
this
can't
is
we
the-
can't we can't just move on past it. That was a wonderful gift. That should not.
Yeah, that was it. That's true.
Because it's not our birthdays, Matt. I can't match your profoundness. I'm sorry. That was.
That wasn't profound.
It was no. I think a lot of people do
You guys don't
see
understand. I've
college.
been hearing this swelling orchestral music in my head for like the last 5 minutes. Just like all this has been building a lot to me. Now I realize, we were just talking about stuff.
But he's really talking about
I'm
it.
not going to go
Can I count that as my this week I learned?
Is it uphill? It's kind of like a flat. Are these just like little tiny steps? Is that the one limitation?
It's a big step. Make a big step. Step at a time. Not most people generally take most little steps and big step here, big step there. Coming to Pomona is probably a pretty sizable step for you, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of your plans are next. We haven't really talked about it. Spend if you want it. Like, you can take a teeny little step after that, or you can take it back.
I got a lot of little steps planned. Like opportunities to make a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there.
It's a viable.
I've asked at least 2 friends already if I can stay on the couch after graduation.
Oh, that's a big step.
I'm trying to get backups on backups.
That's a medium-sized step right there.
No, that's a big step. Okay, Isabel? Because
I
since you're the youngest here, let me give you some
Let me tell you.
No, please.
Guess what? I'm taking
You
a,
don't know anything.
I'm taking a huge step from couch to couch here.
And you're just
No,
going into another dorm
say.
room.
No more New York couches. These are Southern California couches.
So you know they got that nice wicker exterior with some comfortable chaise lounge style.
Move it outside.
It's
Nice.
very indoor-outdoor kind of feel of these couches. Like maybe you got a patio, maybe you just got a living room. Maybe you've got a bedroom you'd like to turn into a living bedroom. Like, it's your kind of thing. California couches.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I'd buy it.
But I feel you. I am the youngest here. That is true, and the least wise by default. But
Give it to me.
my shopping habits for sure changed over college, and especially from high school to college. Like I used to buy things that were totally unnecessary because it would slightly shift. Yeah, slightly shift my social capital or my identity. Like what you wore was more important. Yeah, and now I only buy items once that exact same item has broken.
Right.
Like I have one pair of
That
this
replacement
color
economy.
jeans. Yeah, and then they will have a hole in the I feel like I've settled into necessities. And I don't want to change any aesthetic anytime soon. I just don't.
I'm
it's
real
a
comfortable with
laziness
my
thing
life. I
too.
don't want to change anything.
Yeah, I'm good. This is good.
I
All gray
can't
tone.
change.
Let's hit the pause right now.
Yeah.
20?
21.
21.
21. Went to a bar on Saturday.
Wow, it's really just driving home.
This is
This
why I can't get a house at senior week. This is why. Because 21 does that. I was at a bar on Saturday. I got so intoxicated that.
No, I was easy, but I went.
There you go.
Thank you.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
We're all a certain age and we're all different people.
All right, Matt, what's your birthday drink going to be? Every now and then, you're a wine guy.
Maybe a champagne on a special occasion.
My wife made me.
That's a baby.
Listen, to go to somebody's house, you're supposed to bring a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
At least
Just
a bucket of
every
wings.
time,
No, there's-
I'm in such wine deficit for my room.
No, we're not from where you're at, but where I'm at.
Yeah.
Once again, phases.
And there's also options. I'm not saying we had to just scan your options.
Yeah, it's probably the most homemade thing.
Yeah, it's this has been in our home for quite some time,
Not aging, just riding.
Yeah.
Just dusting up. All right, tour time. Oh, they make you drink it first to pay for bringing that wine. They're like, no, drink what you brought.
Okay, my birthday drink. Coffee with a had all of chocolate syrup in it. That's basically a kind of coffee that that was as close as you consider my birthday.
That sounds so good.
Chocolate cup of iced coffee.
Oh, it's ice?
Okay, when you made it ice, it got much better too. I'm gonna do that in the morning. That sounds incredible.
I was
Shout
getting
out
drowned
to
in
Aaron.
chocolate syrup. How do you know how much you put in? Yeah.
Yeah, you know the.
Because the milk starts white and then you see how brown it gets. It's like pouring Pepsi into Coke.
But
You don't
can
know.
gauge the
Like, what are you talking about?
like
You're like
pouring
squeezing.
Pepsi
You're squeezing chocolate syrup
into
into
a brown.
dark black coffee.
Well, wait, do you take your coffee with cream, Matt? So like today was there
We're
cream in
gonna
your
unpack
coffee?
this.
There you go. You
There
put
you
some
go.
cream in your coffee, then it's not exactly the same color as chocolate syrup. Problem solved.
And then you add the
Perfect
chocolate
syrup.
syrup.
Then
And
you
you're
add the
like, it
chocolate
looks like
syrup.
coffee again. You're like,
Nice.
yeah, no, I go the other way at Starbucks. I go from the sugar aisle and I take the sugar jar and the little powder dust or vanilla. I don't know what the vanilla is. I don't know how they make that.
Vanilla.
You never just vanilla powder at Starbucks. That's the only reason why I go. I've yet to see that stuff in stores. But
I wish they had that with like movie popcorn.
with vanilla powder movie popcorn. That sounds like a bad VH1 show. Anyways, yeah, because vanilla ice, and they do all the bad reality
but
TV.
like another reality
Yeah.
star thing would be popcorn.
Like
You
vanilla
know,
popcorn.
like
of
New York.
yeah.
Or something.
Okay, thanks. I explained
Yeah,
my
I got
joke. Okay. So there goes the Starbucks joke. Ah!
Perfect.
We planned that. We really just double undermined. That was great.
Let's
just
twirl and get out of here.
We got a minute.
Fuck it. Mess up.
Poo.
Okay. Well, you guys, I always have to go last. I can't think. We're just never
Hey,
too much,
but it's
but
not
just
selfish.
the wisest.
It's
you
not
know?
selfish because it's your birthday. Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
not.
No, that's what he
No,
said.
it's always okay to be selfish. Just don't forget you're being selfish.
I've learned that Morgan Freeman and I are never in the same room. Someday we might be. You know what? I'm gonna
Are
go
you
see
gonna
it.
call?
Maybe,
You're gonna go.
maybe that day's tomorrow. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Bye, Wes.
This week I learned that the radio is a wonderful, magnificent thing. Especially when you watch it live on the internet. Because it's 2015 and oh boy, look out. Technology is coming at you. Well, I'll bid you all adieu again. Thanks for listening, everybody. We're not going to hear what Joseph done this week. But it was probably some quote.
No.
It was probably
emotional- some emotional quotes about dancing. And we might tell you something about being a dance major, the only one. But that by default makes him the best.
I love how you have to use the
I am
greatest.
still talking.
Got to use the
I'm
greatest
still
black man to
talking.
get at me. Get out of here, Wes. Really took you Morgan Freeman to crack 2 jokes on me. Get out of
It
here.
was like puppet therapy. You're like, just talk to the puppet here.
Great to know we're in a committed relationship. This week I learned that Wes and I are in a committed relationship.
Oh boy.
Puppet therapy.
You're the last to know.
The last to know.
Yeah.
We are the last
Yeah,
to know.
I have known this what I experience every time. My twill. I twill that the first episode of Game of Thrones is incredible.
Good life lesson.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
pretty
You're
much.
so 21 years old.
That's why I go here to college.
To talk about Game of Thrones with cool kids.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Hmm?
You said something about BitTorrent?
BitTorrent.
I really thought you were speaking like Mordor.
to the stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Lord of the Rings.
Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. You love them both so much.
They sound like the same cheesy soap opera.
Pretty much.
I actually don't want
There.
Oh man.
to.
No, oh, I can't unsee that now. Oh, you're so right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, this week I learned the world's a cool place.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry,
No.
everyone.
No.
It's like a really well done soap opera though, so I'm fine with that, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a week to recover. We'll bring this back.
Sorry. Hello, Wes. It's Morgan Freeman.
That's your Morgan Freeman?
You
That is your
No, you sound
great
like
to
Smokey
see
the
you.
Bear.
You're not the
Smokey
real
the
Morgan
Bear.
Freeman. I'll find the real Morgan Freeman. I heard someone's doing impressions of my goodness.
Hey, Morgan.
Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are?
Hey guys.
Smokey Robinson the Bear.
I will never be visiting this radio show again, for you have disgraced me for the last time. From now on, I will only be appearing on that wonderful, wonderful DJ Del Nazim, on his individual podcast. But you all, good night.
Hey, Morgan, did you
Good
bring a
night.
fire in here? I see you have a smoke.
I just saw a really angry Morgan Freeman walking in the hallway. You must have really
Well, you
upset
missed
him.
it.
I think you said
Once
a fire.
again.
Are we just gonna do another hour?
Yeah.
Let's just do let's
Okay.
not at his birthday show. Come on, everybody. Let's go.
Sorry. Good night, listeners. We love you.
Good
Thanks
night,
for
everybody.
listening.
It's been a great Monday
Happy
night
Monday.
live.
See you next week.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Some good luck, Fat Luke.
What'd you say?
Some good stuff. Yeah.
Som kapotstart fjamglok. Ja. Sits in Bankinklen.
All right, let's talk to these 0 viewers.
Not even my
Oh,
mom.
I almost just hit the mic. I was like, I'm thirsty. And then just like, I saw the bottle and I was like, I'm going to drink from it.
Sits in Bankinklen.
Okay, what are we talking about? What's the
Hillary.
ridiculous? Oh, Hillary.
Oh, Hillary Clinton.
Okay,
Nobody's watching.
it doesn't matter. It records, guys. Okay, Hillary Clinton. How am I feeling? H clean.
To the Izzo.
Yeah. Oh, H click to the Izzo. Oh,
H
H
to the
click
R
on.
to the C. To the Linton.
See, the funny thing is, this is what like most legitimate political discussions people have sound like to me. Just like you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Us?
no. I think he's talking about his
No,
friends.
no, no.
You mean David?
No, I mean like people.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's going for the names. People in the world, you know. Like,
This general.
You know?
analysis.
yeah, just uninformed people who just like talk about politics like baseball. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
I like that
Oh,
tornado.
the Ted Cruzes are looking hot this season. Yeah, the Hillary Clintons.
I think she'd do a good job, but I know she's not actually liberal. Hashtag drones. That was also interesting to learn all the different kind of the policies she supported in the past, like going down the list of like supporting more troops and stuff, and wanting to do more stuff. And then she deleted all her emails for Benghazi. I can't trust her.
But she released them all first.
Yeah, it was some fake news. Because guess what? Now her original BlackBerry's gone. So she was like, oh, deleted my email account.
What?
They checked the phone and then they went back to go back for records of emails and they were like, oh, like